Just don't fall. Don't worry about struggling up and down the stairs or living in one floor of your home. We became America's #1 stairlift company by providing affordable solutions for hundreds of thousands of people just like you.
Acorn Stairlifts has been helping people stay in their homes for over 20 years, and they would be honored to help you too. If you've got a serious medical condition, climbing these stairs is almost like climbing Mount Everest. Luckily, with Acorn Stairlifts, you won't have to worry about that.
An Acorn Stairlift has a padded seat and backrest, folds up for easy access to the stairway, has 5 safety sensors, and even works if you lose power. We will install your stairlift directly to the staircase. There's no need for special construction, and we won't leave until you're completely comfortable using your new Acorn Stairlift.
Look, if you're uncertain about staying in your own home, or you have an older parent who's having a hard time on their stairs, you owe it to yourself to call the number on your screen right now.
This is where we want to spend the rest of our life, and the Acorn Stairlift makes this totally possible.
Yes, I would recommend Acorn Stairlift.
Don't wait until it's too late. Remove the risk of falling on the stairs. Call now for your free information kit, stairlift buying guide, and no obligation quote from Acorn Stairlifts. Call 1-800-913-3612 or visit acornstairlifts.com. That's 1-800-913-3612.
Sometimes the pressures of today's world can make it tough to take care of yourself, but Nature's Bounty has innovative ways to help you maintain balance and help keep you active and well-rested. Because, hey, tomorrow's coming up fast. Nature's Bounty, because you're better off healthy.
Cough doesn't sound so good. Take Mucinex DM.
I'll text you in 4 hours when your cough returns.
One pill lasts 12 hours, so...
Looks like I'm good all night.
Mucinex DM releases fast and lasts 12 hours, not 4. Let's end this.
With 18 million viewers. Wow. The return of Tim Allen and Last Man Standing is the smash hit of the season.
I want this, so I am overruling you.
You can do that?
Last Man Standing, all new tonight on Fox.
I never knew I could buy glasses online, and then I found GlassesUSA.com.
He definitely loves the virtual mirror. I like to see how they're going to look on me.
For the price I used to pay for 1 pair, I now get 3.
GlassesUSA.com. Get 50% off your first pair now.
Got no water, you've got no electricity. Hope you got enough batteries, and hope you got enough, canned food items because there's no refrigeration, there's no ice. I'm lucky I bought 4 bags of ice right before the storm hit.
Here's the thing. We spoke to the EOC of Bay County earlier this morning. They said they are still in search and recovery efforts in Mexico Beach. They are still searching. There's a lot of people that are still unaccounted for that they are trying to find in that strip where that eastern eye wall went through Mexico Beach and all those surrounding areas as well. I want to bring in Mark Suddeth, who is a storm tracker, and he did get video from Mexico Beach. But first, Mark, thanks for being with us this morning. Tell us where you were for the storm and what you experienced.
Well, personally, I was at Panama City at the hotel there. We got the western eye wall, just one of the most amazing experiences of my entire career.
Now, you've been through a lot of hurricanes. How was this one different than the others?
Well, this is definitely the most intense hurricane that I have been through personally, and the overall wind and surge aspect to this formed this complete devastating package that we've seen. Katrina was weakening at landfall from a wind perspective, but still brought the devastating surge. Charlie, smaller hurricane, very intense, a lot of wind damage, not a devastating surge. This was both.
So you've driven around a lot. What is some of the most terrifying things that you've seen, some of the destruction that you can describe for our viewers?
Well, sure, just the complete destruction of well-built buildings. Now, certainly there are more poorly built buildings that were destroyed, but it's the complete destruction of these well-built cinder block and wood frame buildings that are not shacks to begin with. They were well constructed and they're gone. And the tree damage is just staggering. It is beyond description. You'd have to film it with an IMAX camera to really grasp the scope of the tree damage.
Yeah, I mean, it looks a lot, like tornado damage around here. Mark, I don't mean to put you on the spot, and if you don't have an answer, I apologize. Those are not my intentions. I'm just trying to get information. I have not heard or seen any information on how far the surge got in and how high that water got up. Do you have any information about that?
That is very difficult to ascertain and a great question. Even with our point-blank range video from Mexico Beach, it is very difficult to understand how high the water got because it looked like it was being blasted in by a jet engine. And so it's very difficult. In some cases, it looks like the waves on top of the surge may have reached between 12 and 15 feet. That would be a good estimation, in my opinion.
Were you taking any observations during the storm, even being in this western eye wall?
Yes, we were, by the use of a weather station that we installed on the bridge that goes over between Panama City and Panama City Beach, a high-end professional scientific weather station, and it measured a maximum wind gust of 118 miles per hour, but more importantly, it measured a 1-minute average wind of a little over 93 miles per hour and a minimum pressure of 941 millibars, which that was several miles from the center of the storm of the hurricane, which was near Tyndall Air Force Base, meaning that the gradient, the difference between pressure over distance, was absolutely tremendous. So we did collect some incredible data.
And Mark, why did you decide to stay in Panama City?
Well, Panama City itself was the safe choice in terms of the hotel, a well-built building, yet it suffered structural damage. Yep. We stayed in the stairwells, in the interior hallways, etc. We placed the camera equipment and the remote sensors and then stay somewhere where we're going to be safe, and that's exactly what we did in this situation.
That the instrument that you did put out with that wind gust, did that fail at any point, or was that able to continue reading data through the whole storm?
Well, I'm very proud to say that it operated 100% and was still operating when we picked it up yesterday morning. It was well placed. Everything about it went perfect. This is, from a scientific perspective, a very successful mission to gather data on one of the most destructive hurricanes in United States history.
Would you agree that a lot of the damage does resemble more tornado damage than hurricane damage in some areas? And have you heard any reports of any spin-ups? I know we need to talk about the metavortices in the eyes. There's a lot of meteorology to talk about here, so maybe we only have 30 seconds. I'm sorry to ask you this right before break. Quick talk on that.
Yes, I believe from what I saw, this was strong Category 4, if not Category 5. Absolutely intense wind, a lot of study to come.
Yeah. All right, Mark, thank you so much for joining us, and we're so glad that you guys are safe and we're able to get data out of this. We'll be back after break.
If it feels like you live in the bathroom with recurring constipation and belly pain, talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Yes, Linzess treats adults with IBS with constipation or chronic constipation. Linzess can help relieve your belly pain and lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements. Linzess is not a laxative. It helps you get ahead of your recurring constipation. Do not give Linzess to children less than 6, and it should not be given to children 6 to less than 18. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. So say yes to help for recurring constipation, yes to help for belly pain. Talk to your doctor and say yes, Linzess.
This time, it's his turn. You have 4.3 minutes to yourself. This calls for a taste of cheesecake. Philadelphia Cheesecake Cups. Rich, creamy cheesecake with real strawberries. Find them with the refrigerated desserts.
Hi, Phil Swift here. This storm season, get the entire family of Flex Seal products. Flex Seal coats, seals, and protects. It's liquid rubber in a can. Flex Seal Liquid creates a watertight seal that lasts for years. With Flex Shot, you can seal out the elements. And for big storm damage, there's Flex Tape, the super strong waterproof tape. And Flex Glue holds on tight, even in the toughest conditions. Make the Flex Seal family part of your storm preparation kit.
Fender biter. Seen it, covered it. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Unstop right there. I'm about to pop a cap of fresh in that washer. With Unstoppable in-wash scent boosters by Downy. Oh, it's so fresh. And it's going to last from wash to wear for up to 12 weeks. Right? Freshness for weeks. Downy Unstoppables for fresh too feisty to quit. And now try.
I'm Lauren Baer, and I approve this message.
Brian Mast is at it again, saying one thing to us, then voting with his big donors. On the environment, Brian Mast took over $80,000 from polluters and then voted to slash protections for our waterways. On healthcare, Brian Mast took over $142,000 from drug and insurance companies, then voted to gut protections for pre-existing conditions and give Big Pharma a tax break. It's pretty clear Brian Mast is actually just like the rest of them. Big donors can count on Brian Mast. Florida can't.
I'm Kelsey Grammer. My dad was gunned down at his home at the age of 38. 6 years later, my sister Karen was brutally raped and murdered. She was 18. When my father's killer was released, I found out through the National Enquirer. It seemed like a cruel joke. In my sister's case, I have been allowed a voice in the parole hearings of her killers, but that's not always true in Florida. Amendment 6 gives crime victims and their families a voice in the process and the equal rights they deserve. Please vote yes on Amendment 6.
Weather is a great tool in solving crimes, and in this case, help put a murderer behind bars.
Storm of Suspicion. All new episodes Sunday nights at 8.
Currently in our area, 80 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Today, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 87. Chance of rain 50%. Tonight, some clouds. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 74. Saturday, thunderstorms developing in the afternoon. High 87. Chance of rain 40%. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Here all morning long, we've been out on Highway 98 in Panama City in front of what was the O'Reilly's Auto Parts store, and these were some of the automobiles that were parked here on the side. But I wanted to show you here some of this, how the windows, of course the wind came this way, it blew the windows out on the windward side of this, and you can see just about all of these were just blown right on through. But one of the more amazing things I saw in addition to the windows was this little piece of metal here that came flying, who knows, maybe from the Burger King across the other side of the street, but it got lodged underneath the tire, which is kind of, just a testament to the wind over 100 miles. So it went, it obviously was sharp enough to even get pushed into the tire. So that's pretty incredible when you think about it. Right underneath and into the tire here. Again, you can see the destruction. The roof peeled back. This is like a sardine can. That's the other side of the sheet metal roof. And of course, from that point, the whole structure loses its wall strength and begins to collapse. So just an incredible sight here, guys, as we continue to just discover new damages and new little things that define the power of this hurricane, which they will do extensively with the forensics, the meteorology teams that do that sort of thing. All right, Dr. Greg Postel this morning I was looking at the National Hurricane Center's website, and I noticed a little area that they are concerned about in the Western Caribbean, very close to actually where Michael began. Please tell us we don't have to worry about that in the United States.
Oh, funny you should ask, Jim, because I have the actual right graphics for once after you tossing to me. So let's have a look at these satellite pictures. Jim, I love you. You're the best. But look at this satellite picture. Jim is talking about an area here in the Southern Caribbean that has sparked some interest. But looking at it right now, there is very little to work with. And there are some signs that we've seen on this map now that we haven't seen yet all season long. You ready? A cold front. Yay! Let's celebrate because there it is. It has moved now through the Gulf of Mexico, or most of it. This is the first one this season. And those are good because what they do is they cool and dry the atmosphere behind the fronts, and that tends to cool the ocean and the Gulf of Mexico ever so slowly, along with other factors that are seasonal this time of year. We are going to start to see the waters cool in this region, and that's a good thing. That will hold back the likelihood, I think, of any more hurricanes in this part of the world. Doesn't guarantee it, but the fact that we've got a cold front here, the first one, it's always a good sign when you see that. But let's talk about that area that we circled, because the Hurricane Center rightfully is watching this closely. We have an area to watch. It is not an invest. It is some scattered clouds and disorganized thunderstorms with some chance of developing over the next 5 days. The question is, where does this very unorganized batch of weather go? Likely westward, very likely into Central America, bringing some heavy rain there. Notice the path, we think, is this direction, not to the north. That's a really good sign. So with that, I am going to, I believe, send it over to Dr. Erica Navarro. Is that right, my producer? Help me out here. We're done with the tropics, hopefully. Actually, you know what? I'm going to send it back to Jim Cantori and say, thank you, Jim, for tossing to me with something that I already had in my stack. Jim.
You know, sometimes, Posty, you and I work together, and it's like this harmonic convergence that goes on, and it just happens, all right? Sometimes it's awful, but other times it can be quite wonderful. All right, buddy. All right, let's talk a little bit about, going through a storm. And, it's kind of, I'm going to end my segment here with a little bit of a light moment, because I remember as a young guy going through the blizzard of 78 and the impact that had on me and how dramatic that was to go through that. I never forgot it. And if I were to pick one storm that kind of said, yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, I actually found a young lady yesterday where Hurricane Michael may have been hers.
And there was a big beam, and it was stuck on this minivan. There were storm chasers. We were all in the bathroom. Everybody was...
Did you watch that happen?
We had to put the mattress up to the window before the window started breaking.
Was the whole house shaking?
Yeah, so we were in the bathroom, and it was a no pets place, but we brought our pets anyway because we were like, we can't leave these animals in a hurricane.
It's their family, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we brought them with us, and we got all these pets into this bathroom, and we were all in the bathtub.
In the bathroom at the Holiday Inn?
Yes.
With the mattress?
Yeah, on the window.
On the window.
It was like scary.
Did Dad hold the mattress?
No, there were like chairs.
Oh, you braced it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty scary. I mean, what was it, a category 4?
Yes.
That was bad. I've been watching you until the power went out.
So, did that experience make you want to maybe go study the weather and be a meteorologist?
Uh-huh.
I had a feeling it might.
Yes.
It's like...
I want to be a hurricane hunter.
There you have it. We will, we'll see you in the next big one. What's your name?
Vivi.
Hey, Vivi. Good luck, all right?
Okay, thanks.
All right. That absolutely made my day yesterday with that young girl. Good luck, everybody. Stay safe. Our coverage continues.
If you have psoriasis, little things can be a big deal. That's why there's Otezla. Otezla is not a cream. It's a pill that treats moderate to severe plaque psoriasis differently. With Otezla, 75% clear skin is achievable. Don't use if you're allergic to Otezla. It may cause severe diarrhea, nausea, or vomiting. Otezla is associated with an increased risk of depression. Tell your doctor if you have a history of depression or suicidal thoughts, or if these feelings develop. Some people taking Otezla reported weight loss. Your doctor should monitor your weight and may stop treatment. Upper respiratory tract infection and headache may occur. Tell your doctor about your medicines and if you're pregnant or planning to be. Otezla, show more of you.
You love to make food outside on the grill, but grilling inside can cause a fire drill. Not anymore.
Hello, friends. Chef Tony here with my Gotham Steel Smokeless Grill, the ingenious new way to barbecue indoors without all the smoke. Now you can enjoy all your barbecue favorites year-round. It's made of super strong titanium and super slick ceramic, so metal utensils won't scratch it and nothing sticks. Not even ketchup or this gooey white chocolate sauce. Now you can grill fish without the skin sticking, or make barbecue chicken and that sticky sauce wipes right off. Our smokeless secret is the heated grilling grate that allows oils and fats to fall into the drip pan and cool without hitting the heat, so smoke can't form. That's why you can even make bacon on my grill. Melt some cheese on top, then add a bun. And look, no sticking here. Grab a patty and top it off for a delicious bacon cheeseburger. And the convenient temperature dial maintains the perfect heat across the entire surface. So now make mouth-watering barbecue ribs. And cleanup's a breeze because it's dishwasher safe.
Get your Gotham Steel Smokeless Grill with non-stick Ticerama for just 4 easy payments of $19.99. Plus, we'll even pay your shipping. And it gets even better. You can get this extra-large griddle. It's perfect for making big family breakfasts and even those flavorful fajitas. Just pay separate fee.
And I guarantee the titanium ceramic surface won't stick and won't scratch. That's why I'm giving you a full 90-day guarantee.
Order now and get this recipe guide free. It's jam-packed with great grilled dishes you can make at home. And hold on, because you'll also get the quad kebab for free. Now you can make 4 chicken or steak kebabs at once and turn them all at the same time. You'll get it all for just 4 easy payments of $19.99 and get your shipping absolutely free. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-329-3097. That's 1-800-329-3097 or order online at GothamSmokeless.com.
You never forget your first race. And you never back down from the next. You're the brotherhood of muscle.
There was a lot of devastation. We knew that we were in the eye of the storm.
We had a lot of people lose their homes. All their homes were just washed out. This is devastating.
It's all gone. There's nothing.
Thank you for staying with us here for our continuing coverage of Hurricane Michael, now a post-tropical storm making its way into the Atlantic, but unfortunately the damage has been done. Today, many people here are waking up and beginning their road to recovery. We do have live report coming out of Panama City with our meteorologist Reynolds Wolf. That's coming up shortly. But just as of this morning, the death toll is now at 11 here with Michael. And of course, just absolutely devastating. The images coming out are sobering. A lot of recovery still to come for many of these areas. And our Stephanie Abrams was live this morning taking a look at some of that damage. Let's take a look.
In Panama City, we were in the western eye wall. Our wind gusted 116 miles per hour before the wind instrument failed. So this is the type of damage we had. Did they have wind stronger than that? I wouldn't be surprised if they did. This business has collapsed. There's essentially nothing left from this business. There's some merchandise that has stayed on the shelves in the interior, but really nothing here except for the safe. It's really the only thing that's left standing. And of course, they are sturdy, they are heavy, and the safe is standing while everything is crumbled around it. That's one of several buildings where we are in this strip mall area. There's another one right here behind us. Look at this one, gutted, just completely gutted. That's the front window where you would normally walk in. But as you go to the side, you see the cinder block wall is crumbled and it's all in piles. And these cinder blocks, as you know, very heavy. Look at that. And this whole wall has been taken out. Looking in, almost unrecognizable. There are some cubicles. You can, pick up on some chairs, but you see all the, air duct has been torn apart. The roof is drooping down. And we'll take you real quick to the front just to give you another perspective. And this is all from the wind. This is not from surge. This is not a water issue, okay? So as we take you around, this is just simply wind damage into the inside, just for another perspective. And then we'll leave you at the very end with looking through the roof. You see the blue skies, the cooler temperatures behind the front. The front that swept away this hurricane is leaving us with some cooler air. In Panama City, I'm meteorologist Stephanie Abrams.
Just amazing. A storm certainly that will be talked about for years to come. All right, well, the sun is shining this morning, and of course with that we can see the true magnitude of the devastation. Let's go ahead and get you a live look now from Panama City with our meteorologist Reynolds Wolf this morning. Hey, Reynolds.
Hi, what a morning it has been. It's a day of assessment for so many people that call this region home. We are in Panama City, and this is actually on Balboa Avenue. Jacques Starr is the man behind the camera, and he's showing all of America what's happened here. And unfortunately, this scene is one that is commonplace. These trees just snapped in half. Some of them just denuded completely of foliage. And you know where it's scattered? Try everywhere. In fact, we stop over here and we make our way and notice that these driveways have been blocked. Hard to find a house in this neighborhood that has not been damaged in some form or fashion. People trying to get out, well, it's an impossibility because you'll notice this truck actually right over here. Man, Jock, I don't know if you can get a good shot of that one. That truck is going absolutely nowhere. But as we mentioned, there are some ways that people are able to get around town. And there's a lot of curiosity, people trying to discover what the heck is going on in their town. And we got some folks that may be trying to come through here. Got to give them their space so they can make their way. But as far as the eye can see in that direction, you'll see trees that are knocked over, a lot of stuff on the roadways, plenty of debris, a lot of nails, too, a lot of roofing supplies. So people are having issues also with a lot of tires getting popped because of, again, all the air coming out. Hey, very quickly, let's zoom over here on this side, too, for just a quick moment and show you that with this, well, it looks almost like a World War I battlefield. Just shell cannon fire just coming through here, knocking everything to bits. Obviously, we have more issues than what we have just in, say, Panama City Beach. In fact, let's show you some video that we have from parts of the Mid-Atlantic. We've had flooding, big issues flooding, also in places like Virginia, up in Roanoke. Heavy rainfall, compliments of what is left of Michael, causing all kinds of issues. Georgia also affected by heavy rainfall. But one of the other big stories that's a bit closer to us is Mexico Beach. In fact, there was a tweet from Senator Marco Rubio talking about, as he flew over, just total destruction.